Politicians promise anything, make you no believe in them. Politicians promise you, make you no believe in them. Inside their mouth, truth to know day. Inside their eyes, corruption day. Inside their heart, wickedness day. Once they get into power, now when the time for gain, now in their brain, then we type one man will change. In the name of change, why?
Change. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I greet every one of you, my people, wherever you're watching me from. For those of you that's watching me on Facebook, Instagram, I say good morning, good afternoon to you. Welcome to 360 Opinion today. Like we always do, we come online, we talk about what we know, what we see, and how we feel. Sometimes a lot of people don't like what we said, but because it's our own opinion, we still have rights to it. That's the good thing about it. Please, I give the kudos credit to the Peter Bond for this music. I don't have the copyright to the music we are playing, but we give the credit to the Peter Bond because he make us remember our father legendary Fela Anikulapo Kuti. On today's program, like I always said, it's going to be a little bit interesting. I just want to reply some people that asked me about the video, the live program I did yesterday, talking about the student loan. Some people was asking me, probably they got confused, asking me why did I said the student loan the government was trying to do was a scam. And I told them that on my program, I have said why I believe it's a scam. That doesn't necessary for them to believe in my opinion, but I explain why I feel that the student loan they tried to do is nothing but a scam for some group of people that was trying to use that avenue to steal money. I believe that, in my opinion. I'm gonna again analyze what I feel the same way I did yesterday. But I want to quickly touch the aspect of being the Mr. President nominate the new service chief, fire the old one and bring the new one. It's a good development. All the service chiefs expire, in my opinion. They should have been fired since before the Buhari administrative was over. But because Buhari is like nepotism, he liked to keep his people. So when President Tinubu comes to power and fire every one of them and nominates the new one, that's a good development. Even though, regardless of people who put there, either it's his own boys and its own paddy, whatever, because that is how it works in Nigerian LLC. We all knows when they fire some group of people, they put their own body over there, the loyalty guys. That's how the Tinubu run things. He always put his own loyalty people around the corridor of power. That is how he was able to capture the Lagos state. So, but regardless of the people that he puts there now, regardless of how their boys they might be to him or his paddy, at least he was bold enough to fire all those nepotist service chief and put the new ones. How these people is gonna perform, we don't know. If they're gonna perform good or they're gonna fucked up the same way the old ones do, nobody knows. All we know is he changed the hands. Even though those people that he puts there, they are just people that they are inside his pocket. Let me take one as an example. The acting inspector general of police is Tinubu boys, in my opinion. He worked for Tinubu when Tinubu was a governor of Lagos State. He was the commissioner of police in Lagos State during the Tinubu's regime as a governor. So you can imagine to understand how close and the rapport that was between them. So you can understand that he picked somebody that's already base boys that worked for him before, try to cover up all their whatever abracadabra they do in Lagos at that time. So it is one of his tools, errand boy, that he used at that time. So it's time to pay him back. Not only he's trying to pay him back, he believes he's a loyal guy. So he can put it in the highest uh, office of the land when it comes to the uh, uh, police prostators. So he can use him for his own pay. That is why I said when people was rejoice or jubilate that they will be going to court and he has all the evidence. I said once somebody was swearing in and become a commander in chief, the game is over because that person will has all the arsenal in his hand to use to his own advantages. To the extent that the judiciathief will be always scared even to do good. Even when they see the truth like this, see all the evidence, they will be too scared to do the right thing because the person they want to face is the commander in chief. So he has all the arsenal in his hand to go after anybody. So when you see everyone that he nominates now, please don't rejoice too much. All what he's doing now, he's trying to put his own blueprint down and turn the Nigerian to one party system. Go and write it down. Today is 6/20/2023. That is their plan. That is the blueprint. A lot of people don't see it, but that is the reality. Trying to make Nigerian become a one party system. We're gonna get there, we're gonna talk about it. But let's give him kudos that he fired all this service chief and put the new one there. If the new one's gonna do something or not, we don't know yet, but he did something. Fire the old one that already expired, been fired since, that just sitting down there saving the money from the federal pocket. I fired them and put the new ones, which is good to me, in my opinion. It's a good move. We don't know how those new ones gonna perform, but at least he did something by putting the new one there. That's a good move. So back to the student loan we are talking about. Somebody was asking me, is that mean everything the federal government do is a scam? And I categorically tell him, yeah, that is yes, that everything the federal government touch or do is nothing but a scam. I told him you don't necessary to uh, agree with me, but in my belief, anything the federal government do in Nigerian LLC is nothing but a scam. You might not see how deep it might be in a scam, how obvious it might be, but it's always the blueprint for scammer. They will do something to make it look good to you. In my Yoruba language, they call it somolojuyoyo. They will do some abracadabra to show you the shiny part of it, but behind that shiny part of it is a rotten one. And they knows in the system like in Nigeria, nobody can question them. When you see the EFCC go after some group of people, it's not going. They're not going after them because they steal the federal government money, or they steal the money from the people, or they stole from people's pockets. They just go after them because they are not in the camp of the ruling one. Once you are not in the camp of the ruling one, it is normal that the state will use the arsenal to come after you just to shut you up, so that just to make you to shut up, just to use you as a scapegoat. That's why it is happening to uh, Emefiele now. All they are doing is just to use the Emefiele as a scapegoat. It's not that they don't know that Emefiele is stealing money before. It's not that some of them are not the beneficiary of that money, but because he decamped to where his camp was not in power anymore, they have to use him as an example. So in a system where you cannot verify anything the federal government do or they say, everything they do is nothing but a scam behind it. Categorically, I said it. The guy don't like it, but no, I apologize for that. In my opinion, it's nothing. Anything they do is nothing but a scam. If government is going to do something good that is not scam, you're going to know. You're going to see it. Everybody will be able to verify. But in Nigeria, you can't verify what the government do. You just have to go by what they told you. He asked me before the subsidy was taken out, some group of people said subsidy is a scam. Now that he took this subsidy out, I even also say taking the subsidy out is a scam. Yes, I mean it. Taking out the subsidy is a scam. Putting the subsidy on it is also a scam. Because the first question we should ask ourselves is, who are these people they are paying the subsidy to? They never mention them. They never mention their name. They never name them. Since everybody been talking about subsidy and subsidy, not on this government alone. Before Buhari, for during Jonathan, when they're talking about subsidy, they have never single-handed to mention the group of people they are paying to. You know why? Because those group of people are the most powerful people in Nigeria. They have power. They have accumulated enough wealth to the extent that they can turn the Nigerian upside down. So even the people in power in government scared of them. That's why they can't mention their names. This group of people are so corrupt, are so strong, even the federal government, the state cannot even mention them. Because if they want to do, why, after they say the subsidy is over, why they can't name the people they have been paid the subsidies to before? So that the citizen can see that, oh, these are the people we are paying our subsidy to. They cannot name them because they know how powerful those people is. That's why I say subsidy is nothing but a scam. Now that they said they took the subsidy out, the subsidy is over. The reason why I call it a scam again is, how do you want to know how they spend that money that's supposed to be made for subsidy, but not made for subsidy anymore? How can the citizen track that money to say, okay, we don't use this money for the subsidy anymore. This is what we use it for. You cannot. You can't verify it because the state can only let you see what you want to see, let you know what you want to know. A government like in Nigeria, they will only tell you what you need to know. They're not going to give you a chance to verify the truth about it. They will say, okay, now that the subsidy is gone, if you ask them, what are we going to use that subsidy money for? They will say they want to use it for a program that will benefit the citizen. But ask them, what program is that? Guess what? They don't have any program. Even if they tell you the program, guess what? There's no way to verify. It's just a word of mouth. So when they say the subsidy is over, okay, the money they used for subsidy before that they used to pay some group of people, okay, they're assuming that now they don't want to use that money for subsidy anymore. They want to use it for something benefit the citizen. How do you want to know? How can you verify that they use that money for something that will benefit the citizen? There's no way to know. We just have to hear what they told us. Because before, there's no way to verify who they pay the subsidy to. We just following them. Whatever they tell us, that's what we go about. So we don't have the way to verify that, okay, these are the group of people they pay the subsidy to. So now they don't pay this group of people anymore. That is why I said the subsidy they took out, they said they took out, is a scam. When the subsidy was there, and I said they are subsidizing, it's also a scam because you don't know who are they subsidizing, who are they paying to. Now they took the subsidy out. It's still the same thing as a scam because you don't know what they're going to use the money for. Where's the money? So I don't buy it. The same way I say the student loan is a scam. We don't have to believe or align with my opinion, but in my own opinion, I have right to it. I still believe that student loan program they're trying to do is a scam. The same way the trader money was a scam. The same way the feeding the pulpit was a scam. I explained that yesterday. The same way the 2,000 job for local government creation was a scam. The same way the here in Nigerian, the aviation, the aircraft they said they want to launch, Nigerian Airway was a scam. It's always a scam because they know there's no way for citizens to verify. So they will come with something abracadabra to make it shining. They will shining the light to the citizen to let them see it's looking good. Is that what we're trying to do? Show them the shiny gold. But behind that shiny stuff is a rotten stuff. It's a blueprint to steal money. That is how it works in Nigerian LLC. Every single blueprint they put down is nothing but to steal. It's nothing but to siphon money. Nigerian is not a nation. It's a company. It's a company belong to the group of people. It's only in Nigeria that the group, only few people have the license to import the fuel. Why not make it a monopoly that a local refinery can have a license to refine, sell them the crude oil, let them refine in their own local place and sell it wherever the price they want to sell it? Why can't you sell the crude to them, the raw crude, and let them refine it? You don't have to subsidize them. They refine it, they sell them in the market, whatever much they want to sell it. Then give many people license to import the fuel. Instead of giving them the crude, taking it out of the country and then buy it back. No. Why can't you sell them the crude? Let them go and refine the crude wherever they want to refine it. When they bring it back, they can sell whatever they want. Once there are so many people that can do the business and the market, the fuel price will fall down, will crash down, because there's a lot of option in the market. So it means not only a few group of people that's importing the fuel and selling it to the marketer. It means there are many people that will do the job, buy the crude, refine the crude either within the country or outside the country, and bring the final product to their own market and sell it in their own price. That the government don't need to control how much they sell it. What the government need to control is how much you sell the crude to them. Once you sell the crude to them in the barrel, whatever how much you want to sell it, It's left to them to go and refine it because they are doing business and then sell it how much they want. You don't have to deal with how much they sell it. When there's a lot of people in the market, a lot of few coming to the market, it's a monopoly. The price will go down. But when you give the license to only few people, only group of people to do the business, this group of people can hold on to the price. They can discuss like, okay, let's pick the price, how much we're going to sell it. Because of the service interest of making the highest profits. That is the problem we are having when it comes to the giving the Dangote all the license so that he is the only one that can produce many things or bring imports many things. So he making look like he's the smartest guy in Nigeria or he's the one that know how to do the business and become a billionaire. But we forget that the federal government giving the monopoly of doing that. What is selling, what is producing, if they give every other people license the same way they give it to him, many people will produce that the same thing too. The price will fall, the price will come down because when you go to the market and you have a different option of what to buy, it means you can negotiate the price down. That is how it's supposed to work that's how it works in advanced countries. But only in Nigeria, it's all paddy. Only a few group of people will be doing this business. The other cannot do it. That's why the price go up. It's all about paddy. It's paddy. So everything, the blueprint they always come out with is always nothing but a scam behind it. It will look nice to the people. It will look genuine, but go and verify the back of it. It's nothing but a scam. But because nobody will ask them, nobody will checkmate them. There's no law in the land that can checkmate them. There's no rule of law. The Judiciathief, the Legislative, Executhief, they are all the same thing. They sleep on the bed together. So you can't expect anything good to come out from it. They all scammer in a company called Nigerian LLC. Their whole board of trustees. They want the student to start borrowing money, but they did not say how they're going to pay back, how they're going to create job and give them job after they graduate so that they can get the money to pay back. But they want to loan them money. And at the end of the year, when they graduate and they can't pay back, they get locked up. Everything they're always trying to do is to put people in more poverty and more poverty, because the more they put you in more poverty, the more they can control you. You get your poverty is the weapon to control masses. They know why they weaponize the poverty in the land. So when the people are so poor, desperate to eat, you can throw them any peanuts and ask them to do anything. They will do it because they want to eat, they want to survive. They know deliberately. That is why their own children don't live in the Nigerian LLC. They took them abroad. Their own children live in the country where the poverty was reduced, where you can't use the poverty to control the mindset of the people. You will see them walking in the streets of London, in the France, in the UK or American. They are nobody when they got there. They are nobody. But when they are in Nigerian LLC, they are everything. You see them with 100 security. The group of useless people that they are nobody when they travel out of the country. The same thing that when they come out with any blueprint or anything, any policy they told you they want to do, it's just nothing but abracadabra. Behind that policy is 80% of scam. Nobody will checkmate them. The EFCC never checkmate the thief. They only use them as a scapegoat once they are not in their camp anymore. It's just a power shifting. That's what they do. Mawa was invited by EFCC. He was a chairman of the EFCC before now that he was arrested and invited. You know why they do that? It's not that everybody in that office don't know what kind of a boss they have, either he's a good guy or not. It's just because they want to use him as a scapegoat. Because it was not in that camp anymore. The same way they do to Mago, the former EFCC chairman. Once you decamp to another camp and your camp is not in power anymore, they will use you as a scapegoat. If Mawa was in the camp of Tinubu, new presidents now, they're not going to touch him. All they're just going to do is fire him or retire him and put a new guy there. Or they can even retain him. The same way the Buhari retained the Emefiele. Why did Buhari retain the Emefiele when the Emefiele worked for Jonathan? It's because when the Buhari is running for the office, Emefiele was the part of the people that helped Buhari with finance and all those stuff, in my opinion. So they know what he contributed at that time for them to get into the power. So he got into the power, they started sleeping together. In my opinion, they know how it been saving the money, stealing the money, they all share it together. But now when the power shifts from Buhari and the Buhari camp over and Tinubu camp comes, they want to use Emefiele as a scapegoat. They are using him for scapegoat, not because they are using him in the interest of the citizen or in the interest of the country. They're just using him as a scapegoat to be a message to the order that the camp are fucked up during the primary and during the general election. So when I'm talking about everything they do is a scam, in my opinion, I have a reason for that. And I mean it. You might not like it, you might not believe in my opinion, or you might not share the same opinion like I do. But at the same time, I still believe in my opinion, either it's right or wrong. So the people that ask me, send me a message or comment asking me, does that mean everything the federal government do is a scam? Because I said the student loan was a scam. They said, okay, the subsidy was a scam too. Was the chief of army or chief of all the head of the force, they sack and put the new one was a scam? And I said, yes. Because the angle I'm using to see something might not be the same angle you are using to see something. In my own opinion, I'm seeing something in a different angle. That means you're gonna be seeing it in a different angle. If I wrote 3 down in my own side, it might be 3 in your side. It might be E as echo. So if I wrote W in my side, it might be W in your side. It might be hem. So what I'm seeing and what I believe, in my opinion, is what I'm saying. That doesn't mean you should align with what I'm saying. That doesn't mean you should be my guy that share the same opinion with me. Your opinion might be different. That's good. Let me share my opinion, share your own opinion. Probably we met in the common ground. If it's not, that's fine. That's why it's called opinion. That's why I call this program 360 Opinion. It means we all run circle in our own opinion, which is good. When you share your opinion, it doesn't make it a fact. It's only the court of law can make things like that fact. But in your opinion, you still have right to it, to express it. Because you're not accusing anybody. I'm not accusing anybody. I'm just expressing my own feeling and my own opinion on the matter. Which I believe I can be right, I can be wrong. So if anybody have a concern about me talking about the uh, student loan being a scam or the subsidy being a scam, you can come online, make your comments. You can text me a message. You can call me and let's talk about it. But in my own opinion, I still believe it's nothing but a scam. I don't really want to take longer in this program today. Uh, what happened in the Labour Party uh, tribunal today was so interesting. Very, very interesting. Uh, they call the witness today, and one of the witness that the Labour Party called, Labour Party have been called a different witness, and which to me is a good move. Witness they call today uh, is from Amazon, and the witness do the good, fantastic uh, cross examination. You know, he know what he's talking about. Even though the judiciary, I don't believe in them, like I always telling you, but it's what to watch so that we know what kind of the judiciary we are running in our country. We all know what kind of judiciary we have before, but that will validate our opinion on them that we have shared before. That will, you know, let the people know that what we share in our opinion in judiciary, that the judiciathief are nothing but the same group of board of trustees of Nigerian LLC, that will make it a fact or our belief right. I was trying to uh, play the audio or the video of today's uh, from one of our net Ned Median. You know, he always put this video together for us, which is very very interesting. He did a good, fantastic job. So I've told people when you see him, uh, please when you see his live, his media, please subscribe to him. It's called Ned Media. The guy been trying to analyze what happened in the court for us. You know, because we have a transcript, we don't have uh, the live procedure, but we can have the transcript, and you always put that transcript together, which is very very interesting to watch. So his YouTube handler is called Ned Media, NED Media. It's very interesting. Please follow him, subscribe to his YouTube. I give the kudos to him. It's a very, very interesting. I'm gonna play it, and then I'm gonna let the people watch it and listen to it, and then we come back before we close for today's program. Uh, I thank every one of you that have been joining me. You know, please, 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 like I always said, help us share this program. Uh, like I said, this program is not to make money. You know, it's just for us to share our own opinion on based on the things that is going on. So when we share it, a lot of people can watch it and share their own opinion too. They can come online and we can talk about it. You know, Nigerian belongs to every one of us. Even though we only have a small share part of it, because we are not a big shareholder. So we only have a little percentage. The big shareholder are the one that get the benefit from the Nigerian LLC. So before because of that, I will, you know, try to play the video, and then I'll be right back to the program. It might be a little bit slow. Just uh, bear with me.
Amazon. Her statement was admitted by the court yesterday. Part of that statement revealed that there were no glitches or hack or whatever that could have prevented INEC from uploading presidential election results on election day. This revelation is in contrast with what INEC claimed. Now, let's hear the full transcript of today's hearing as the judges are already filing into the courtroom. Levi SAN is the first to stand up. My lord, the cross-examination of the witness was stood down to continue today, so we want to quickly start with that today. My learned colleague, Ikweto SAN, will take charge of proceedings. Ikweto is already up and motioning to the witness to take the stand, and the defendants are ready to start the cross-examination. The INEC counsel is the first to get the mic, and facing the witness, he said, glitches could appear after deployment at post-maintenance state. That is correct, responded the witness. The exhibit you tendered, PCJAF, speaks to the AWS health in all regions. Are you aware of personal health dashboard? Yes, I am. In the personal health dashboard, customers or clients will have access to the performance of the AWS services that they are using. Yes, responded the witness. The personal health dashboard is not before the court. The information tendered to the court contains same. The witness countered the INEC counsel and he continues his cross-examination. AWS adopts a shared responsibility model for the security of its services. Correct, responded the witness. By shared, we are referring to the AWS part and the customer's part. Yes, that is correct, replied the witness. That part of the AWS you tendered deals with the responsibility of AWS in terms of its infrastructure. I tendered reports to show health status of AWS services for all regions. To know specifically what happened in application deployed by customers, you will require a different report. Not necessarily, replied the witness. I suggest it's necessary. That is incorrect. The applications are hosted on AWS services. If there is a glitch, it will impact the application. The witness corrected the INEC counsel. Are you familiar with AWS CloudTrail? Yes, very familiar. There is a CloudTrail for every AWS account. The CloudTrail in respect of this case is not before the court. No, the witness responded. The AWS infrastructure used by INEC is the best report of what happened. That's incorrect. It is not unusual for glitches to occur on applications or software deployed by companies. It is highly unusual for glitches pertaining to primary functions to occur in production when available to the public. You are aware about the glitch on CBN Naira? I am not aware. You are aware about the MTN Momo PSB glitches? I am not aware. I'm only here on AWS. You were a candidate of the Labour Party in the last election? Yes, it's in my witness statement. You didn't come here on the authority of Amazon. I am here as an expert, not on the mandate of Amazon. You're here as the Labour Party activist? That's incorrect. That will be all, my lord. The INEC counsel concludes his cross-examination. By the way, which one is Labour Party activist? Anyway, it's the turn of Tinubu's counsel to cross-examine the witness. He's up already with the mic. Look at the letter you tendered before the court. It has no author, no name. There is Employee Resource Center is the name of the author. May I suggest to you that Employee Resource Center is a person? No, it's a department that handles employment verification. The letter is not signed. It's not signed by Employee Resource Center, responded the witness. There is a signature there. This is the verification letter given to all employees within Amazon, responded the witness. You didn't attach ID card. AWS does not issue ID cards. There is no appointment letter given to you. The appointment verification letter states my appointment date. This is not your first time in court. I've been here a few times, responded the witness. You have a Twitter handle? Yes. This is your Twitter handle. That's right. You contested primaries for Labour Party in your constituency. Did you win? I won. Did you go to court to file any action at all? Yes, I did. You sued INEC because INEC did not put your name on the list of candidates. That's correct. May I remind you, you sued INEC because INEC didn't put your name on the register. Your complaint was that you made several efforts to upload on INEC, but it failed because of network. Yes. Do you agree that network failure is also a glitch, and there was a glitch on the INEC site at the time? I disagree. Network failure could have happened on the side of the person performing the upload. You said in your affidavit that the INEC site crashed. That's right. Are you aware that in 2017, the AWS S3 cloud service experienced an outtime on Tuesday, 28 February 2017? I was aware. Are you aware that in 2017 that AWS was recorded to have had over 27 outages? I'm aware. That's why I presented health status report. You know that Labour Party won the presidential election in 12 states and the FCT. I'm here as an expert witness, responded witness. But Tinubu's counsel is not satisfied with her answer, so he repeats the question again, and the witness responded, I can't speak to the matter that is in court. In paragraph 9, the polling unit result you referred to is from EC8A. I believe so. I suggest to you that when information on the result is uploaded, it is only the image that is transferred. You can upload anything. I can't speak about what is transmitted. You come from Cross River State. Which party won the presidential election in the state? Yes, I do not know who won. Who's the president of USA? Joe Biden. You contested against who? I'm not here as an election expert. My lord, I will rest at this point. Tinubu's counsel concludes his cross-examination. While he tried hard to establish that the witness experienced a glitch when she wanted to upload her information to INEC servers, it is not the entire story. Glitches can happen. The question remains, did INEC experience a glitch on February 25th, 2023? The answer to the question can be found in the report tendered by the witness. Now, it is the turn of the APC counsel to cross-examine the witness. He begins by asking, you did not conduct any investigation on the application used by INEC in the election. I conducted preliminary investigation on the IREV. It is not an application. It is, responded the witness. Tell the court how many votes were affected by the glitch you talked about. I'm not here as an election expert. According to my report, there was no glitches on AWS. Are you aware that between a customer and AWS itself, there's usually what is known as non-disclosure agreement, NDA? I'm aware of a service level agreement, not an NDA. Do you have a copy of this service level agreement between INEC and AWS? The service level agreement applies to all customers of AWS, and I attached the link in my witness statement. I'm here to speak about general agreement between all customers and AWS. In this agreement, is there a clause about confidentiality of the operation of the application? I cannot state categorically. Are you aware that there will always be password protocol defining who can access and modify the application? I don't work for INEC and I don't know anything about their password protocol. The report you downloaded, did you use any password? No, I did not. You will then agree with me that it is an open access information. That is correct. Everything in my witness statement is open to the public. You don't have the password protocol? I don't. Password protocol contains how parties for an agreement can go into and amend or adjust anything in the application. I cannot speak about password protocols. Can you on your own modify the public information you accessed? No, I can't. You are not representing Amazon in this case? No, I'm here as an expert witness. You are not representing INEC? No, I'm not. In Cross River, did you file an election petition? No, I didn't. Apart from the outage I asked you earlier, are you aware the AWS glitch also affected Japan brokers in September 2nd, 2021? I can't confirm that. The last glitch on Amazon was in December 10, 2021. There was a glitch then, and if it happened then, it can happen again. Anything is possible, responded the witness. That will be all, my lord. The APC counsel bows out. The LP counsel is on his feet to re-examine the witness, and immediately he finished, he handed the mic over to the LP lead counsel, who informed the court, my lord, the bailiff finally succeeded in serving INEC the subpoena. We are calling the INEC representative to inform the court whether she came with the documents that INEC is supposed to produce. The lady is already on her feet. My name is Fumilayo Taiwo. I'm here on behalf of the chairman. The lady is working in the Department of Certification, Complaints, Legal Drafting, blah, blah, blah. She went on to tell the court that she came for the subpoena of 30th May, that someone else will present the documents for the subpoena of 13th June 2023. Let's hear the question and answer between her and the LP Council. You people have been running away from subpoena since 30th May. I'm only here because they just served us yesterday. It was yesterday. She couldn't finish as loud chants echoed in the courtroom. People expressed their surprise at the barefaced lie. The LP Council continued, we requested for documents. When are we going to have it? I don't have the documents here. They are in different states and we will need to use logistics to bring them from various places as soon as possible. The LP Council is not taking it. What is as soon as possible? What do you mean by as soon as possible? What is this? He now turns to the judge. My lord, they have been running away since completion of filing of petitions. The presiding judge steps in. When are you going to provide the documents they need? We don't have them here. We will need logistics, and when they pay for it, we will provide, she responded. What is this? Began the LP Council. We have paid, and the ones we paid for, we have not even fully received them. If you provide the documents today, we will pay for them today. What is this? Coming here to sound like we refuse to pay. If it's the money you are after, then we will pay you now, and you must give us the documents now. The presiding judge addresses the LP Council. They said that they don't have the documents, and you are saying they should give you now? This statement by the judge made many lawyers in the LP legal team to start talking in hushed tones, which made the judge to snap. Levy, talk to your lawyers. What is this? Why are they behaving like this? Murmuring in court. Is that how you were trained? You should not be doing this in the courtroom. That's why most of you don't respect your elders. My lord, the LP Council addresses the court. INEC refused to answer the subpoena. Even the court bailiff got tired of going to INEC because they all are running away from service. Their conduct is the reason we don't have the documents, and they can't tell us they won't give us documents today because they were served yesterday. They were served since May. Since they have ignored the subpoena all this while, they cannot come today and say they cannot produce the documents because they just collected the subpoena. I want the documents today. At this point, the presiding judge asked the LP Council, what of if they are unable to produce the documents tomorrow? What will happen? My lord, it means they flouted an order of the court, responded the LP Council. The presiding judge is on the mic again. What action will the court take if they fail to produce the documents? My lord, we will move an application, but let's wait for them till tomorrow. We sent lawyers with an application to the state, but they refused to give us the documents, saying that the documents must be certified in Abuja. The presiding judge asked the LP Council another question. What is the way forward? What is your application? My lord, we are praying the court to mandate INEC to produce the documents tomorrow. They failed to provide these documents as ordered by the court. They created this situation by refusing to accept service of the subpoena. At this point, the INEC Council reminds the court of Section 74 of the Electoral Act, which says that application for documents should be delivered within 14 days. And the court agreed with him and requested the LP Council to provide documents that prove they made the application so that the penalty can be applied. You can see the penalty as stipulated by the law in subsection 2. The court said that the petitioners should have requested subpoena for the resident electoral commissioner so that this section can be applied on them. But the LP lead counsel insisted that the court should exercise their powers to make sure the orders of the court are obeyed. The INEC representative now goes on to tender the documents that they came with. These documents are covered in the subpoena of 13th June 2023. The documents are not complete though. He said that some of them don't exist and some are still a work in progress. He only submitted documents listed in paragraph A and B. After the submission, the court adjourned to tomorrow by 2 p.m. for continuation of hearing. Thanks for watching.
All right. We're back. Thanks for being watching. Credits to the net media. He always put those videos together for us. Very interesting video. So please subscribe to his YouTube channel. Very interesting guy. I give the credits to him for doing that for us. Oh, before I go today, I want to thank every one of you that have been with me. Like I said, uh, this program is only made for opinion alone. We share our opinion, based on what we know, based on how we feel. That doesn't make it a fact, but at the same time, it's our own opinion, so we have rights to that. So we're going to come back tomorrow again for the program. So before then, I want to thank every one of you that's watching me on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, wherever where you're watching me from. Thank you so much. I really, really, really appreciate it. We're going to come back tomorrow and talk about whatever that is going on in Nigerian LLC. For the meantime, have a wonderful day and have a good night.
Because it is the individual that not the main equipment themselves. They aid.
Politicians promise anything, make you no believe in them. Politicians promise you, make you no believe in them. Inside their mouth, truth to know they. Inside their eyes, corruption they. Inside their heart, wickedness they. Once they get into power, now when to time for gain, now in their brain, then we type one man will change. In the name of change, why? Change. They combine those with change. Politicians promise anything, make you not believe in them. Politicians promise you, make you not believe in them. If they say make you vote for them, make you look well. If they say make you vote for them, make you shine your eyes, oh. They promise us water, we don't see. Up till today, we don't see. We not they get water. Yes. They promise us light, we don't see. Up till today, we don't see. We not they see the light. They promise us road, we don't see. Up till today, we don't see. Jaga road we dey see. Yes. So promise then they make. When election done they come.